Are you serious? Are you serious? The scientists of the world are taking the comet ISON very seriously. Matter of fact, they're holding a 2-day summit. Scientists are gathering, trying to figure out a game plan on how to view this comet of the century. Scientists are discussing it, and they are meeting August 1st and today, August 2nd, to form a game plan for observing what could be the comet of the century. The comet ISON, due to pass close to the sun this November. During a workshop at the Johns Hopkins University Applied Physics Laboratory in Laurel, Maryland, researchers will discuss what they know and what they hope to learn about the comet. While there's no telling just how bright Comet ISON will be, observers say it has the potential to be as luminous, as full as the moon. What? Are you serious? Get a cup of coffee, everybody. Oh, and by the way, the brand new cups are here. These are black with the gold. They just walked in the door. They just came in. And so I don't even have them up on my website. But if you go to the website and you want to get this cup, you just click on the white one, and you will get this one, okay? And then by tomorrow, our Tanya will have it up on the website for you, okay? And I thank you for your support, helping the cause of Jesus Christ. Matter of fact, this week's been great. We had 5 people saved over the weekend at our home church, 23 people saved Sunday night in our live broadcast, 3 people saved on Tuesday on a live broadcast, 6 on Wednesday, and 3 on Thursday. I mean, it's been unbelievable. Plus, people are giving their life to the Lord Jesus Christ by radio and by Facebook, Twitter, and on our, of course, here at YouTube. It's been amazing, the number of people who are coming to Jesus. Let's get back to the comet ISON for a second, because I think it's very important. First of all, they named the comet ISON, S-O-N. Jesus, remember what God told Moses. Moses said, who do I tell Pharaoh sent me to set the people, the children of Israel, free? And God said, you tell him, I am that I am sent you. So Son could be the Son of God. Now, the last time we had a star, and we know it wasn't really a star. The Star of Bethlehem was really a comet. But the last time we had one this bright, so bright, it was the brightest star in the sky, was the Star of Bethlehem. Listen to what it said in Matthew chapter 2. Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying, where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east, and are come to worship him. Well, the star was that bright so that they could literally see it and go toward it. Now, in the end times, the stars play a major role in the coming of the Lord. Let me read on a little bit more before I take you to Mark 13 and Luke 21. Are you serious? This is an extraordinary event, says APL's Carrie Lisi, head of NASA's Comet ISON observation campaign and organizer of the workshop. He said in a statement, Comet ISON will help show us what the recipe for building the solar system was. Are you serious? Comet ISON is bringing just has the thumbprint of God? Is that what you're saying? It will show us the recipe for building the solar system, what it was. Comet ISON is bringing the thumbprint of the creation of all things. Oh my goodness. Comets like ISON are the dinosaur bones of solar system formations. Workshop panels will discuss the comet's nucleus, its content of organic chemicals, and how its interaction with the sun will likely play out. Comet ISON is thought to be made of the same ingredients that formed Earth and the planets in our solar system. It is the DNA of God. What? Now wait a minute. So it offers the potential to teach scientists more about the history of our place in the cosmos. I think it's going to teach us more about the great awesomeness of the sovereignty of the majestic creator of all things, God of glory. But wait. Now, ISON is named after the International Scientific Optical Network. Okay, I'll go with my observation of that. And the organization behind the comet's discovery back only in September of 2012. We just found out about this thing. We just found out. And in November, it's going to come very close to the sun, especially November 28th, 29th, when it will be its closest point, and it will cause that comet to brighten itself to its brightest moment. Folks, that's the anniversary. November 29th, 1947. That is the anniversary of when the United Nations voted to make Israel a state. Not a nation yet, but a state. And on that anniversary is Comet ISON's brightest moment. Now, wait a minute. Oh, don't get... hang on a second, everybody. Calm down. ISON is expected to get as close as 800,000 miles from the sun's surface. NASA is coordinating an observing campaign to watch the comet as it makes its inward journey. The project is going to use some high-power telescopes. You know the Hubble's going to be hanging around, taking a look at it. What? Are you serious? Now, I just read to you how important the Star of Bethlehem was, because the last time we've had a star or a comet this bright was the Star of Bethlehem. And what did the Star of Bethlehem do? It told the world that a king had been born, that a king had come to the world. Now, go with me, if you will, to Mark chapter 13. Let's read what Jesus said about the end of times and what's going to be going on with stars. Jesus said these words. In Mark 13, he gives us a lot of signs of the end times. I'll skip on down to verse 24. But in those days after that tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. And then shall he send his angels, and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of the earth to the uttermost part of heaven. What? But wait, Jesus says it a little differently in Luke chapter 21. Again, he was asked if he would tell them the signs of the end of time and the coming and the end of the world. And Jesus talks about a lot of different things: earthquakes, pestilence, wars, rumors of wars, false prophets, false Christ, all types of stuff, persecution of Christians and Jews being put to death. I'm telling you, and you can see it going on right now. Everything he says and is happening. He even talks about when Jerusalem's compassed about with many armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. He told us in Matthew 24 about when you see the desolation, the abomination of desolation, spoken by Daniel the prophet, standing in the holy place. So the peace talks are going on right now, which is Daniel 9:27, to sign a covenant with many people. And they're working feverishly on that. And we see armies around Israel. And we see all the signs. Get this though. Look at Luke 21:25. Jesus said, and there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity or confusion, and the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Folks, these signs in the heavens. So scientists, these signs in the sun, the moon, the stars. the sun having a 25% of the stratosphere around it open up a hole. I mean, these little holes open all the time, but not to the point of 25% of the sun. The scientists got a little excited there when they said it blew off. And I did a video about it. It's got 55,000 views in less than 2 days. And I get a lot of criticism because of my presentation, but I'm only sharing what the scientists are saying. And then I'm showing you what the Bible's saying. So if you're an atheist and you're angry, don't get mad at me. You might want to look to the thumbprint of God. And that, so whenever NASA starts looking at Comet ISON, they are realizing it is the thumbprint. It's the DNA of God. Now, let me share this with you. One more thing I want to say. The last time we had a star this bright, it told us a king had come. Now, 2,000 years later, the comet ISON's arriving. I've got news for NASA. This isn't the comet of the century. This is the comet of the millennium. This comet is coming, is going to be spectacular. We're just going to have to wait and see. It's bringing with it comet dust that they say is going to hover around the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, illuminating some of the clouds. This comet will be viewed all through December, through the Christmas season, through Hanukkah, on into the spring, leading us up to the 4 blood moons, the cycle, which we haven't had since 1967 in the 6-Day War. And before that, we had it in 48, 49 when Israel became a nation. I'm telling you, something biblical is going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. Are you saved? Are you saved? Are you saved? Give your life to Jesus Christ. The last time a star like this came, it said there's a king is born. The next is, can I ask this question? It's just a question. Could this star, this comet ISON, be saying to the world, soon a king is coming again? What? Give your life to Jesus Christ, because we're living in the last days. God bless.